Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Bo. The question of the week is, what is the powerful protection of the Mezuzah? So in this week's Torah portion, we're going to learn a piece from the Zohar. So the Zohar says as follows. Omar Rabbi said, and I'll translate it, that in many places, Hashem protects the Jewish people. And he gives an example. He says, Hashem says, you make a house. So he tells you, go into the house and put Shmi, put my name on the doorpost, and I'm going to watch you. I'm going to go ahead and take care of you. The same thing also, he says, in this week's Torah portion, Hashem said to the Jewish people, go into the house and don't leave till the morning, and you're going to take the blood from the Paschal lamb, and you're going to put it on the doorpost, and I'm going to go ahead and protect you. That's what the Zohar says. So the protection is coming from in the Mezuzah, the shame of Hashem, the name of Hashem, and here the doorpost, the blood on the doorpost. So the Rebbe's father explains, and he says, what's the protection of the name of Hashem on the doorpost? So he says that when you have a Mezuzah, so in the Mezuzah, you have the different sections of the Torah which is written in the Mezuzah. And then on the outside of the Mezuzah, you have three letters, which is the name of Hashem, Shin Dalad Yud. So the Rebbe's father says, what's the protection? The protection is the Shin Dalad Yud. How is that a protection? The Rebbe's father explains. Because Shin Dalad Yud stands for Shomer Dal Seis Yisrael. Hashem watches the doorposts of the Jewish people. Then he brings a second opinion. Explanation, what's the connection with Shin Dalad Yud? And he says as follows, that in the Mezuzah you have Hashem's name, Yud Hey Vav Hey, which is the infinite part of Hashem. Numerically, that is 26. Shin Dalad Yud, numerically, is 314. And you take 314 and 26, you take those two numbers together, you have 340. Shame, like the Zohar says, the name of Hashem, Shame is spelled Shin Mem, which is 340. So the protection is from the 340, which is the Shin Dalad Yud, and the Yud Hey Vav Hey on the inside. And he says it's not the protection of the numerical value of Mezuzah, which is the same numerical value as Hashem's name Adonai, which is 65, etc. That's from the Rebbe's father. So the Rebbe explains, and he says like this. What is the essence of the Mezuzah? The essence of Mezuzah is, Hashem says, you put up on the Mezuzah on your doorpost, the Mezuzah provides the protection. Now, what part of the Mezuzah provides the protection? So the Rebbe brings from a different piece of Zohar in Deuteronomy with the same author of Abba, and he says clearly that the part of the Mezuzah that protects is the Shin Dalad Yud on the outside. So the Rebbe says, one second. Shin Dalad Yud is one of the names of Hashem, but inside the Mezuzah you have Yud Kei Vav Kei, which is the infinite part of Hashem. So why is it that the protection specifically comes from Shin Dalad Yud, which is not such a powerful name as Yud Kei Vav Kei, which is on the outside versus the one on the inside? You're explaining as follows. And he says like this. Yud Kei Vav Kei, yes, it's much more powerful, and it's the infinite name of Hashem. But when you're connected to Yud Kei Vav Kei, what happens is we don't exist. We're totally nullified by the tremendous power. Hashem doesn't want us to be totally nullified. He wants us to be at home and to have our home and to have an existence and to have our identity. As a human being with our own existence and our own identity, we should recognize it's coming from Hashem. And that's why the power comes specifically from the Shin Dalad Yud on the outside, not from Yud Kei Vav Kei on the inside. Because again, and there it says even deeper, that the greater and the more powerful accomplishment is that when it comes from Shin Dalad Yud. Why? Because that allows you to be who you need to be, but nevertheless, who you are, you're connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the answer to the question, what is the powerful protection of Mezuzah? The powerful protection of Mezuzah is that Mezuzah protects us, and it comes literally from those three letters that we see on the outside, the Shin Dalad Yud. Like the Rebbe's father explains, either because it spells out, it watches the joy of the Jewish people, or because it's connected to the Yud Kei Vav Kei, and together it spells the name Shame, like it says in the Zohar, that the Shame, Hashem says, put my name on the door, and then I will protect you, you'll be safe at home. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to the memory of Baruch Ben Ari Leib, Shlomo Yosef, Rachel Bas Lipa, Tzina Basara. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website, chabadswf.org. Have a great and blessed week. Shavua Tov.